Making a mug with your most precious pictures is really easy to do. I'm gonna show you this with the program Canva, that is an online program and it's free. Here I have a template for a mug, so it gives me guidance of how big my design can be. If you drag it into Canva and you go to projects, you find the template. This template can be found on my website. You have to download it only once to use it. Canva has a lot of options, but I'm only showing you the options today that you need to make a beautiful mug with your own pictures. If you open your file where you saved your pictures, you can just drag them under uploads and your pictures will show there. Canva has a lot of illustration, but also frames for your pictures, and that's why I love Canva so much, because their frames are easy to use and your pictures will fit in it when you drag them over it, and I will show you in a minute. They also have frames with more pictures for more pictures. I just used the single frames for this design. Here are a couple of frames I already selected, and as you can see, you can drag it and size it whatever you like. As you can see, there are little crowns with some illustrations, and everywhere you see a little crown, that is a paid feature, so know that you can only remove the watermark if you pay for it. So everything with a crown you have to pay for it, so just select the ones that hasn't have a crown and you'll be fine. Let's get back to the pictures. This is one of my own illustrations. As you can see, you can also upload those and use them in your design. Now I want to just grab a picture and select it, and as you can see, if you hover over the frame, the picture will fall into it. If you don't like how it shows the picture, you just double click on it and you can move the picture around until you like the way it looks. Here are the illustrations where I talked about earlier, and you can search for specific illustrations you want to add on your design, and you're of course free to use it or not. Just remember that the crowns are paid illustrations. You can just play around with the designs you find here or not, that's up to you. You also can add your own text. That's why on the left you can add single text or pre-made text they already have with more than one font. So you can just change the text that is already written and add your own, but use the font they showed you. Also on top you see Great Vibes. That's the list where all the fonts are that you can use in Canva. So you can add just words or names, or you can make a poem or anything you like. As you can see, there are a lot of possibilities here. Remember, when you're done with your design and you print it out, make sure the black borders are not showing on your design, or you need to cut them off, because it's not nice to have your black borders on your mug. When you're done with your design, you go to share, it's a Dutch word there, delen, and then you download it as PNG. The only thing I don't like from Canvas is that you can print directly from it. So you need to download it first, save it where you can find it, and then you can open it afterwards and print it with your sublimation printer. I will show you that in a second, but first I want to show you another design to show how I use the pictures and to show you how you can add a background color and how you can change the layers. So if you think you get it and you know what you wanted to know, then you move forward in the video. If not, just stick around and watch what I will show you. Here you see all the single frames I was talking about. As you can see, there are so many frames. There's always something you can use. So here I'm using a square with a border, a color border, and it's pink now, but you can change the color. So everything is changeable in Canva. They are very flexible, and you can almost make anything like how you want it, and nothing is as it seems. So here I will make 4 small pictures and 1 big picture in the middle, and with the borders changed in color. And as you can see, you see a trash can and a plus. The one is to copy and the other one is to throw it away. And now we're back to the pictures, and we're moving the pictures into the frames, and as you can see, they just fall into it when you move them around. Very easy to make your photo designs, and very helpful if you are not when you're not that used to designing. If you want a background for this, you can use other elements like a square element, and you drag it around the design and make it the right color. But first we make another big picture in the middle. As you can see, it's now gray, the border. And if you're wondering, no, these are not my dogs. These dogs are of my brother. And they're very, very sweet dogs and very crazy dogs, as you can see. Now I think my design is quite okay, because it's only a mug, so you don't want to put a lot of pictures on it. You want them to be seen. Now I'm gonna add some shapes. Shapes are different from the frames for the pictures. The shapes are really just what it says, are shapes, and I'm gonna add a square shape so I can have a background color for my mug. I've taken the square and I will drag it over my design so I'm sure it's the right size, and I will give it a color that I like. They have gradient colors and they have just solid colors, so just add any color you like. And in the position you can drag your background to the background, and you see where the layers are. Now that my design is ready to print, I will download it again so I can print it later. This is the design I'm gonna sublimate. This was a design I made earlier. So now that we have downloaded everything, and oh, this is one extra feature. You can change your pictures if you want. You can make them brighter or darker, or you can make them black and white. But my advice is, if you don't know much about pictures, just don't change those settings, because most of the time you make it worse. So just keep them as they are. When you're done, you're going to where you've saved your design, and you open your design. And then you will select print and you will print it with your sublimation printer. I have an Epson, so just use the settings that you need to set for your sublimation and just print your design. It's easy like that. And remember, if you use text on your design, mirror your design before printing, because if you don't, you have a mirrored text on your mug and that's not nice to see. I use a paper cutter to cut my design from my paper, and I'm cutting within the black lines so that the black lines won't be showing on my mug when I will sublimate. Now we are ready to put the sublimated paper on the mug. Make sure you put it tight on the mug, and remember, just be patient. Take your time to put the paper right on the mug, because if you don't, it's waste of paper, it's waste of your mug, and it's a waste of your time. Just make sure you put your paper nice and straight on the mug, and put your tape good and safe on the mug. I use purple paint tape that is also you can use it for sublimation. It can stand the heat, so you don't have to use that expensive sublimation tape. You can just use this purple painter tape, which is very cheap, and you can use it to sublimate your sublimation. I have a mug press, and I've set it on 360 degrees for 3 minutes, and make sure you have the right pressure on it, and just let the press do its work. When it's done, your mug is really hot, so be safe. Be sure that you don't touch the mug with your bare hands, and make sure you have a bucket with water where you can cool off the mug before you remove the sublimation paper. I did 2 mugs at the same time. I'm always trying, when I'm sublimating, that I sublimate as many things at once, that I don't have to heat up my press every time. Now that the mug is cooled down, I'm gonna dry it and I'm gonna show you. Look how awesome it looks. Thank you for watching, and please like this video, and if you don't already have subscribed, please subscribe, it would help me a lot. And if you have any questions, just put them down below in the video and I will answer them as quickly as I can. See you next time.